Blackburn Rovers heading into the summer transfer window with another name linked. This time it is a fullback, youngster, he's English. What am I talking about? Next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at the latest name linked with Blackburn Rovers, and he is a fullback, currently has played football in the EFL. Who is he? What is it all about? We'll tell you in a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe and your sub shop for Blackburn Rovers, world football, transfer rumours, all that kind of good stuff right here under Roverseas. That's right. He goes by the names of James Dornelly. He's currently plays football in League One, and he, of course, he is up for grabs. That's right, into this transfer window. But who is he? Well, I'll tell you all about him in a second. A big shout out to the members and the patrons. You know who you are. But let's get into it and take a look at this fella. It is James Dornelly. He plays football at Peterborough, who, of course, have a track record of unearthing some gems. He's the latest name in the mixer here. So who is he? And what about the link? Well, courtesy of the Football League World, which, of course, is a website which does a lot of deep diving into it and gets those rumours out there and puts them on in black and white, says 5 clubs, including West Brom, Coventry, Oxford and Rovers, are in a chase for Peterborough player James Dornelly. I might have butchered the first name. He is a Peterborough defender. He does play at right back. And, of course, he would be a nice addition to Blackburn Rovers. Why would he be a nice addition? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it is an area of concern for me heading into the new season. Because we currently have Callum Britton at the back here, which is our only, for me, out-and-out right back. Of course, we do have players that can fill in the void. If you could go Hayden Carter, which would probably be good. James, JRC could come in there, but realistically, I don't want him anywhere near that spot. To be honest with you, I don't really want him anywhere near the starting 11, to be fair. And then you dip down into the old lower ranks here with Leo Durus and the Christy Montgomerys, who are still cutting their teeth, learning their trade, and probably ultimately should be looking at a loan move next season. And then also you can go wild and stick Lewis Travis in there, who has played at right back in his time. But this guy is only young. He's 20 years of age. He has played right back at League One level over 27 times this campaign. So not too shabby. He's been start 11 41% of the time. He can play at centre backs as well, but definitely at right back. So an exciting little number here, 20 years of age. His contract does expire in 2028. So what does that mean? That means cash, baby. That means we have to spend some money. But he's not that, the valuation is not that redonkulous right here, right now. So, of course, his attributes are pretty good. 55 in regards to defending, 40 for technique, 35 for creativity as well. Again, we're talking £150,000. So as there's valuation, a corner transfer mark. So you might have to double that to about 300k to probably acquire him. And again, you are competing with some big boys, so it might be one of those highest bid kind of wins situations. But what gets me excited about this guy would be the fact that it would be a permanent deal, not a loan. And, of course, he's coming in here, not necessarily taking over the shirt from Callum Britton. He's coming in here to learn, cutting his teeth, and being there for of course, the scenarios when Callum Britton's not there. You know, when there's an injury, a suspension, of course, a cup game. He's a first-team regular. He's young. He'll start to tick away, and he'll become a better player. And, honestly, Callum Britton is looking at, hopefully we're signing on an extension to him. And then possibly in the next year to 18 months, this guy, James Daniel Dornelly, could be the new right back for Blackburn Rovers. And, of course, at a good young age. So I'm excited if this was to come through. But, again, in a five-team race, yeah, I doubt we're going to be at the top. But you just don't know. Maybe Big Val and the 7th place finish in the league might convince some players that we are on the right track and that we could actually do this. 27 times played, 19 started, chipping in with the one goal. That one goal scored with his right foot. He plays at right back, bombing up and down the touchline. Again, if he's a forward-thinking, aggressive kind of player, that ticks the mould for Big Val. No assists so far, which is a worry, but he has 3 clean sheets for his time at Peterborough last season. Pass success rate, 88% in his own half, 73% in the opposition half, and he has picked up 6 yellows from that right back position. Again, 19 games started, 62 minutes a game on average. So a pretty good haul for the youngster. What's his record, though, over the years? Well, he's actually been with Peterborough throughout his career, played 44 times in total, chipping in with 1 goal. 29 of those matches are at right back. He has played at centre-back just the once. He also played further forward as right mid. He has been on the under-20 books for England most recently, or actually made his debut back in the within the last 7 months, something like that. And he's played 30 times for Portsmouth in League One. He's played in the Trophy, FA Cup, and EFL Cup as well. So an exciting youngster on the books of Peterborough. And again, let's take a look at his valuation and comparing to current right back Callum Brittain. Of course, the valuation is 150,000. That's most recently back in December, with Callum Brittain's valuation currently at 2.5, his highest ever valuation, which is balmy. And he's had a great season. Of course, again, we are limited on the numbers of James Dornelly because he is he's still breaking into the scene. But he is a right-footed, I do believe he's right-footed right back. He's picked up a couple of honours as well for Peterborough, probably in the EFL Trophy successes that they had this season. And again, contract is there till 2028. Britain's ends next summer, but again, like I said, we're looking to improve upon that. The dream scenario is Callum Brittain signs that extension to 2028, 2-year extension. We bring in young James Dornelly as the next in line, the next in throne to become the new right back for Blackburn Rovers. Callum Brittain plays another fantastic year. Of course, we steamrolled to a top 6 finish and, of course, playoffs and who knows after that. And then Callum Brittain can make a move and we might make a bit of money on him. And, of course, he can get another move should he choose to. I'm all under the mindset that Callum Brittain can play till he's 30, 32. And then you know what? We'll see how he's good doing that. I don't want to lose him. I like to keep a little bit of tradition, sort of, especially if they add quality. We've just seen probably the best season of Callum Brittain in last campaign. Well, it wasn't a full season. Of course, it was disrupted with injuries and all kinds of nonsense. So I'm excited to see what happens this coming campaign. We've just had the best stint. If we can have a good pre-season under Big Val, of course, reigniting that camaraderie and understanding between Big Val and Callum Brittain and, of course, the rest of the players, we could see even better Callum Brittain. One that was, of course, fantastic in that Barnsley side, which had Styles on the left, Brittain on the right, and Coley Woodrow down the middle, I think. But, of course, Coley Woodrow is gone. So, yeah, for me, Brittain has to stay. It has to stay. If we sell Callum Brittain, which is not out of the question because of talk about we need to sell players to generate some extra funds and all this kind of nonsense, and rotate the squad a little bit. So it's an interesting one. But James Dornelly would definitely come in and would be a great understudy to that Callum Brittain instead of somebody like a Cody Drammer who looks like a replacement for Callum Brittain. So somebody to come in, learn a trade, and somebody has already got EFL League One experience under his belt. And of course, trying to make that next step up from League One to the Championship, of course, but not necessarily ready to be the main man just yet. I do think James Dornelly would be an absolute cracking fit. Again, he has not played that many times, 44 times in total, and his record in League One in those 30 games, 1,000, is similar to that of Callum Brittain. He's played twice as many, two and a bit as many times. It's got a similar sort of goal game ratio as well. But keep Callum Brittain, bring in some young reinforcements with this guy. And again, we have been linked with another name earlier in the campaign, which also was a fullback. Tristan Rowe was linked. And that was more of a loan kind of a deal. Again, I'd rather go for, spend a money on this guy who's probably on low wages or low enough wages that we can, accommodate and pay the transfer fee rather than paying somebody who's like a Premier League club, $8,000 a week, $10,000 a week, who's not ready to play Championship football. This could be a bit of a gamble and then ultimately not really get us anything in the long term. So this one makes more sense for me. Again, we'll see if anything comes out of it. But that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, of course, as we look forward to a busy transfer period. Hopefully, many new faces are coming in. Hopefully, one day soon, we'll get an actual confirmation of a deal. But until then, subscribe, smash the like, catch the like. Let me know your thoughts about Mr. Dornelly down below.